So here we are, week 2 of what promises to be another scorching hot record-breaking summer in the garden. So if you're like me, you've had some issues with the heat. It's actually Saturday morning and you can see it's not even noon yet. We have another heat wave on the way. We just got finished with a 7-day heat wave. And so it occurred to me that it would be a good idea for me to make a video offering you guys some recommendations of heat tolerant fruits and vegetables. Stuff that you can grow in the heat and you won't have to fight as much to get them to not just survive but to thrive. So I'm going to go with 6 of these bad boys, starting with eggplant. I don't eat eggplant, and my rule is if you don't grow it, if you don't eat it, don't grow it. But my doctor loves it, him and his family, so occasionally I grow this for him. I did not grow this year. Also, a friend of mine, Julie, my ex-next door neighbor, she loves it, and she prepared some for me. Even though I'm not a big eggplant lover, she did a great job, and it was very tasty. So, number 1 on my list of heat-tolerant fruits and vegetables are eggplant. Number 2, some of you may not know this one. This is Tuscan kale or dinosaur kale. My apologies for the washed out package, but that's sort of what it looks like when it grows. If you're not familiar with it, these are the seeds, and they're very heat tolerant. So that's something else that you may want to consider if you're not already growing it. Number 3, you will never find this in my garden. The reason why this is a handwritten label is because okra is the one thing on the planet that I'm allergic to. I found that out when I had my first job. I worked at a fruit stand and I broke out pretty bad. That was many years ago, but it's something I'll never forget. So okra is extremely heat tolerant for those of you who won't break out when you grow it and who love to cook it and eat it. Moving on to number 4 is something that you can see that I'm actually growing. And this is red Malibar spinach. This is obviously the red variety. You don't have to get red. And these are also very heat tolerant. Now, this is a starter container. This is an old container that I used that I had chicken in. But there's no way these are going to actually stay here because the last time I grew these, they were like 16, 17 feet long. So I'm going to spread these around in my garden. But this is a good idea. It gives you a good idea of what they look like or what they will look like if you start to grow them. So again, heat tolerant, number 4. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. And number 5 is ghost peppers. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, "Whoa, I don't do ghost peppers." But for those of you who do, if you want to put these in, I don't know, people that like them put them in soups and chilies and things of that sort. But I grew them once or twice to give away. That's it. I don't do hot. So last on my list might surprise you, and it's cantaloupe. There are cantaloupe lovers in my family. I have cantaloupe planted all over the property, all over the garden this summer because I have the room now. So I bought this pack of seeds for $1. This was at the Dollar General, I believe, the one that's not too far from me. And yes, these are also heat tolerant. This is a vegetable. I'm sorry, a fruit, not a vegetable. And it's something that is pretty easy to grow. I've grown these actually in large pots. So if you are not familiar with my Buy It or Build It series, where I take used containers that had store-bought food in them, and I recycle, reuse, upscale, whatever you want to call it, and I use those to grow things in. This will be a good candidate for that. And if you guys would like to know more about that, I'll put a link in the description so that if you have a small growing area, a patio, balcony, porch, deck, terrace, any of those things where you want to use to grow something on, this will be a good place to start. So, quick review: okra, well, cantaloupe, okra, ghost peppers, eggplant, dinosaur kale, Malibar spinach. So there are your 6. I'm not going to keep you guys. I try and keep my videos short. I'm not going to keep you here or try to keep you here for hours at a time like some guys do. But I do hope that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I am the Frugal Gardener. I'll be back with some more gardening tips. And I do a Buy It or Build It every Friday. Hope you join me for that. And until then, again, I'm the Frugal Gardener. When you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. Catch you guys on the next video.